banned off YouTube.
I don't have
TikTok.
YouTube.
Alright, we should roll, guys. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Intrusive Talks. Today we are filming, which is great. And I have my dear and near favorite host, Connor. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Yeah,
How you doing? You got the fly haircut, mate.
Thanks, man. I was trying to go for the Thomas Shelby.
Oh yeah, but before we go too far, don't forget our guest today.
Yes, we were. I was
This
about
is
to
the
give him a
cheesiest
really
intro.
special introduction, but we have a really amazing guest for you guys today. He is a really amazing comedian and also trained in which fighting style? Sorry, I forgot which fighting style are you trained in?
I've done like a bit of boxing, a bit of MMA. Bro.
So yeah, don't heckle this guy. If you see him performing, he's gonna beat the fuck out of
House
you.
insecurity now.
But please give a huge round of applause for Takhou Law, everyone. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Hey Takhou, how are you, man?
Guys, you can't see that, but I just clapped for myself, bro.
It's gonna be a bitch to eat it out, but you know what? It's fine, guys.
It's gonna be a what?
Bitch to eat it out.
Okay.
No, it's fine, bro. How you doing?
Bro, don't be lazy, man. We are Intrusive Talks. We're the most
Yeah,
hardworking.
we're the most lazy podcast.
Yeah,
we ain't got a studio. We ain't got shit. No.
Oh, but this is a studio.
Studio.
This is a studio. But yeah, Takhou, how are you, man? How's it going?
How's it going? I'm very well, bro. I've been traveling a bit, and then it's good to be back into
Yeah.
New Zealand, doing a few gigs and whatnot.
Yeah, well, me and Takhou, we were doing a gig last night, and he was like, "Oh, when are you doing the pod next?" I'm like, "Tomorrow," and I was like, "You are on, bro. You're on tomorrow." So thank you so
Here
much
we
for
are,
coming.
bro. Here we are.
Thank you so much for coming, Takhou. I really appreciate it. And
Finally brings an alpha male energy to the podcast.
Wow, bro.
We've
You
been
calling me
too-
an alpha male? That's crazy,
We've
bro.
been two betas here, mate, just chatting.
yeah,
We're like,
we sound so
we're like, I
nice.
can't get in an ice bath because it's too cold.
Oh, Takhou usually does that, like.
I've done a few ice baths before.
Yeah, good.
But I think you boys would be fine in an ice bath, bro. You just need to do it.
Do you actually feel like better after doing that? Like, is it true? Like, cause some people say it's bullshit. Like, I'm just asking. Like, I don't know.
You definitely feel a bit after an ice
People
bath.
was us on another podcast.
Yeah, you feel like you get in a real calm state after
Yeah.
you do an ice bath. Obviously, it's a bit difficult to start with, but a lot of people say a lot of things about ice baths. A lot of people do ice baths now,
Yeah.
obviously, but bro, it's not that complicated. Literally, how you are now, how you
Yeah.
feel right now, how you're breathing right now.
Yeah.
All you need to do is keep that same energy,
Yeah.
step into some cold water,
Yeah.
acknowledge it's gonna be really cold, embrace it, and that's it. It's not like real complicated to be like
Yeah.
doing all this crazy deep breathing, bro. You're not gonna become Wim Hof in
Yeah.
2 seconds. Like you just need to get in there. Like straight up, a lot of people overcomplicate.
Yeah, I think
But
a lot of people
Do you
think
do the
like,
sauna afterwards or not?
no. That's,
Saunas are good as well, but I haven't really done them hot cold. But people like to do that as well. But sauna is
Oh.
good as well, bro. Honestly, a long sauna can be harder than an ice bath.
Really?
For me,
I heard that. Because you're just cooking yourself.
we should do a podcast like.
I like
that.
getting cooked, but not in a sauna.
Yeah. you get like getting roasted by your girlfriend. Like, hey,
Yeah,
chef.
that's what I meant, getting roasted. Yeah.
I think Homie was talking about a different kind of thing.
How we have already been here.
This is better than last time.
Yeah.
Last time.
Yeah.
We went into pussy talk with Freeman.
Nah, because he said, "Oh shit, you gotta like, Mudit is looking really hot today," and I'm like, "Yeah, because I just shaved my beard," and he was like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Cause I'm trying to eat more pussy." Because if you think about it, if you have a long beard, you can't eat pussy. You can't.
Yeah, thanks for listening to our past episodes before you came up.
Speaking of that, you know,
Bro, I don't know whether having a long beard or no long beard is the defining factor.
No,
in that,
actually,
bro.
we had the complete wrong take. I
Oh,
found out immediately afterwards.
What?
Because long hair isn't scratchy.
But
It
like,
doesn't.
but in like,
It's stubble.
ye-
As if you have stubble.
Oh, yeah.
We've been corrected. We acknowledge our mistakes.
shit, I
Bro,
can't.
I'm no expert, but why would you be doing that with your chin though? Like, why would your chin be getting
Not
involved?
chin, but just
But-
around there, like on the thighs and stuff.
Yeah,
around there and
if
stuff.
you have a like, it'll
You
get
know, like the boyfriend rash or whatever it's called, like when you know-
boyfriend.
when you-
Boyfriend rash.
Yes. Sorry, not chlamydia. That's one of the. No, it's the one where it's like if you have stubble and stuff, and you're like,
Like,
your
yeah,
girl or
yeah.
something,
Yeah, you're like
but
basically.
then the skin all gets like red.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
or
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Okay,
That's-
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
Takhou is
not
like.
as experienced as you, bro.
Yeah, but like no, but I just found out about this guy because we are talking about reviewing shit. But like, I just found out about this guy on YouTube. He basically reviews comedy specials.
Yeah.
But like not in a way like, oh, I just saw this comedy special. He literally will play the comedy special and review it frame by frame.
Yeah.
Like imagine like people doing that. That's
Like
the-
line by line.
Yeah, like literally after every punchline, he's like, "Oh, by this joke, this guy is trying to say." I'm like, bro, it's okay. You don't have to put too much effort.
Sounds
into
like
it.
he should just try stand up. You know, like
Wait,
there's
is
a
he-
lot of people who avoid doing it that want to.
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. But
Is he like breaking it down, or is he like roasting it, or what is he doing?
he's breaking it down and all, but like everything he breaks it down like after every sentence. I'm like, bro, this is too much to watch. Like I can't watch this.
Bro's doing he's doing genius lyrics on comedy specials.
Like I saw the one like so the special he was watching. The special is for 30 minutes, but his video is for 1 hour 25 minutes.
Oh,
bro.
fuck.
like you don't have to talk too much. Like imagine like I review every special like
Like,
this.
no offense, I don't even really want to watch comedy specials half the time, let alone a fucking review of one. that's
'Cause you get
double
jealous?
the length.
Because you get jealous of comedy specials.
Not really. I just get
You're
kind
like,
of bored.
fuck, this guy's too funny. What the fuck?
Yeah, I get the job. I don't know. I just get bored.
Wait, how many views did these videos have?
Like 100K.
100K.
Like yeah,
That's a
like,
good channel.
they're getting like he has just started the channel like I think 6 months ago. Like so it's getting decent views. It's not like it's not getting views. Like
What's his name?
Bro, is
I
this,
don't
did
know
he
the-
pay you to plug it in? First paid sponsor in this show?
no,
bro?
we don't get sponsors, bro. We are like the most alpha male podcast. We don't need sponsors.
Do
like,
you want to sponsor a podcast?
please.
I'm
We
sponsoring
should bring
my
out a
time,
money
bro.
bucket for the guests. Like, you know how at some gigs they put out a money bucket for
Yeah,
afterwards?
like
What?
yeah.
Like, bro, this isn't a church, bro. Calm down.
No, but like.
It's the gospel.
But speaking of stand-up, I have a
No,
question.
but wait, I was just gonna.
Oh, yeah,
So
right.
what was his name? It was just
I don't know the name. I
Why
saw
do you
him
not know the name?
because I didn't watch it the
Yeah.
complete review. Obviously, like I watched it for 5 minutes. I'm like, I can't complete this shit. Like I'm too.
My name's Kyle. I'm from Comedy Reviews. Today I'm going to be beating off the Taylor Thompson's new comedy special.
That's crazy.
If
The
you're
video
actually
is
jerking off to
60 seconds.
if you're actually jerking off to a comedy
Today I'm
special,
jerking off
end
to
it.
Taylor
just,
Hell.
just end it, bro. Like if you're at that stage, like just end it, bro. Like come on.
Today I'm watching Whitney coming while trying not to come.
Oh, bro.
She has a kid. Do you know this?
Yeah, she
literally-
has a kid.
Yeah, that's and she's like what 41 or
Yeah,
something,
man,
but like she
medical-
looks so young. That's your ringtone. That's your alarm.
What is that alarm for, bro?
Oh, it's an alarm
For
to
what?
wake up. 4:35 to come to this podcast, but I just set it for 5:55, so that's why.
And that's how you know, guys, we are really professional. We are really, really professional. We take this shit too seriously, right, Fana?
I set an alarm. I feel like that gives me some merit.
What's your question? What's your question? that you
No,
have?
like
Your
so,
comedy
like
question.
because of comedy, what I'm trying to say is like, as a comic, how can you bomb hard? Like you know, like they say, like if you
By
bomb,
not being funny. Like,
no, like
what do you
when
mean?
they say like when you bomb, you should bomb hard. Like what can you do to make it like the
Bro,
hardest?
first of
bomb?
all, who
Oh,
was
this is
giving you
when
that
you-
advice to tell you bomb and bomb hard?
You
Like,
should bomb hard. Like when you bomb, like don't like be embarrassed about it. Like fuck it, you bomb, but like
Oh, that's what you mean?
Yeah.
I thought you meant if you're bombing, do even worse and make it even worse.
I think.
not worse, but like
Yeah,
try to make it fun.
If the gig's not going well, start insulting the audience and saying they have no sense of humor.
Oh, you guys are not funny, okay? What the fuck? This joke never works, but like you are not funny.
You guys are the dumbest audience I've ever had.
No, yeah, if you're bombing, obviously you want to try it, flip it around if you can, like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
but
then
like
I
play
think
with
what
it,
they're
like,
saying
you're
is-
not doing well.
Commit to being up there, like still.
yeah,
doing
like
stuff.
like
Or maybe they're like pull a Bill Burr, like in Philly.
like Philly trying to fuck you all. Well, in that case, he didn't bomb. It was like the audience was legit being a cunt.
Yeah.
Like they
I
were
know.
throwing bottles and everything to him.
I think it's just saying like, oh, I think it's just advice against. I don't know. It's weird because some people say not to acknowledge if your joke doesn't work, but I find it breaks it like if your joke doesn't work.
But I don't think there's any rules with that because you
Yeah,
see
there's
some
no
people
rules with
like
that.
when their joke doesn't work and they acknowledge
Yeah.
it, but they have a little spin on that.
Yeah.
It actually helps them pick up
Yeah.
momentum, and then
Yeah.
they hit the next joke and try to get it going. So
Yeah, I
but
mean, yeah.
I don't think
no
I don't
rules
think
to
there's
stand
anything
up.
wrong with acknowledging when your joke doesn't go right. It's just in the right way. Like I think some people they'll acknowledge their joke hasn't gone well, but like really awkwardly, and you can tell they've really gutted that it didn't work. And that kind of throws everything off because
Yeah.
the audience is like, "What the hell? This guy's panicking! And this guy's panicking!
Yeah.
This isn't a comedy show anymore. This guy's
Yeah.
panicking."
Yeah, I'm.
And the
I
guy's
am like
crying
that.
on stage. You know what? There's no rules. Sometimes it works.
I hate you all. No, but like that's
Bro,
what
I
happened.
almost cried after one gig I did.
Which
Like
one?
when I was first started.
Yeah.
It was down in like Howick.
Oh,
Was that
Rom-
like their cafe thing?
Rhombus. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Rhombus.
But what made you almost cry?
I just bombed so hard, like, because it was like my second gig or something.
Oh.
First one went pretty bad, but this one I felt prepared, like I'd written stuff
Mm.
and that, and I'd been going over it, and I felt like I'd played, and then I got up there, immediately forgot all the shit again, and just ate shit for
I mean-
4 minutes, and then got up.
I have been in situations where I almost been like, what the fuck happened tonight? You remember, I think you remember, I don't know, like, this was at the Classic, and I was like so upset, like, what the fuck happened tonight? And I came outside, and he's like, I met Colin, like, what the fuck? And he's like,
But what
"Bro,
happened during your set though?
I don't know, it was just, the audience was not into it, like, I think they just
He
hate
said vape, and they thought he said rape. And
No. Well, yeah.
Bro.
Nah, it was my, like, masturbation joke, they didn't like that at all,
It's a
like,
complete different context
Yeah.
to the joke.
yeah, they didn't like that I talked about masturbating, and I don't know, what, I don't know.
Well, you used to have, I don't know, do you still do that joke? Because it was funny, but it got quite dark.
The masturbation joke. Yeah, I made it too dark.
You
Like
made
thought,
it so dark.
Like I thought about like it's a bit about like how no one talks about like first time masturbating. No one tells you how to do it. You just have to figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why nobody relates to it because I think everyone had some fucking classes or something for
But
that.
that's the
Mate.
punchline, or that's the
No, that's like I start with it. And then I told my struggle, and I was like, it's not like I can just go up to my dad and ask him how to do it. You know,
Oh,
like,
oh, that's not that crazy.
but like
I
people
know.
feel like, oh, I actually like was, like I actually did that, or like people think like, oh, I had a rough childhood. I
But
don't
people
know.
think what you say in your set is real, bro. Sometimes,
Yeah,
like
no,
they're like,
it's-
"Bro, did that actually happen to you? Is that real, bro?"
Yeah,
Mm.
I know.
Yeah, I mean-
Like, my mate, he learned how to jack off by watching GTA videos, and they had like they used to have this like I'm like, what is it called when they can make the characters do certain like movements, like a wave or something?
He learned that from watching an
Yeah, 'cause
emote
they
on
do, like-
GTA.
Oh,
They'll do
like
like this.
yeah, like I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd watch people play GTA, and their character would gesture like this sometimes to do the
Really?
do the jerk off animation,
Bro,
and
that's
that's how we
crazy.
figured it out.
And that's how kids you figure out how to masturbate. Nah, that's wild.
Bro,
Personally,
that's
I
an
use
observing
WikiHow,
kid, though,
but-
bro. Like that kid is actually
How did
pretty
you
smart.
figure it out?
Yeah.
How did you finally figure it out?
Huh?
How did you finally found out like this is
I
what
went
you
on
do?
WikiHow.
Really?
Imagine.
WikiHow was like, just talk to you, Dick. What's up with you? Why can't you do it?
No, I discovered it by accident and thought I pissed myself.
Wait.
Yeah. Because it was dark.
Wait, but you still gotta like do shit.
Pardon?
You still gotta do shit to your dick, you know?
Yeah, no, I was doing stuff with it.
And
But,
you
like,
Stop.
but I didn't know stuff was meant to come out of it.
Oh, my God.
That was the best. It,
Nah,
it's
that's actually funny,
It
that's
does
actually-
change your whole attitude to life. Was the first
How did
time
it change
come.
your whole attitude?
You know, you just kind of
Feel like, oh.
give more of a focus on the female gender. You know.
You
Or-
reckon after that happens the first time, you get more of a focus on the female gender?
Yeah.
Yeah, or you kind of your sexual. What's it called? Your sexuality opens. So whatever you're into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what about these people out there that they may not have experienced that yet, and then they think their sexuality is already open?
Interesting.
They haven't come yet. Wait,
Well,
what?
if you think about it, like, you don't even need to, like,
It's more the opposite. That's why they get so confused on
Yo.
So they're like, I don't know if I'm bi or if I'm straight and stuff. They just haven't come yet. And then they'll know. Nah, it's jokes, it's jokes.
just jokes. Not really, but no, just jokes. No,
It's alright,
but-
Tyler, no one listens.
No, like, well, me and Takhou, we were at Revelry last night, and what happened was I bombed as usual, and then I was like, fuck it, to make it like fun, I was like, guys, you know what? I'm gonna do 20 more minutes. This is my Netflix special. And then I said my phone is recording, and the audience member was like, no, it's not. Your storage is full. And Takhou got that moment on his camera. I'm like, that's a moment. Like I love that moment. Like imagine like you go to an open mic, you record yourself, and your storage gets full, and you brag about like, oh, I'm just recording my Netflix special right now, but you don't find out like your storage is full.
That's
I got a
funny.
question for you
The
guys.
storage
Like,
was full.
Yeah,
That's the saddest.
Takhou recorded. I'll show it to you on the yeah. What's your question?
what keeps you
Show you
guys
later.
continuing doing stand up? Like obviously you have some good gigs, some bad gigs. Like what
Yeah.
keeps you guys going and continue to do stand up? Would you say?
Well, what I have my mindset is like, it's a tough journey, and you gotta keep on doing if you want to make it big. That's all it is.
Okay.
Sounds so fucking professional and motivating coming out from me, but that's what keeps me going, honestly.
Yeah. What about you, Connor?
I don't know, like when you do well, it's such a good feeling.
Yeah.
Like if you get like if all your shit's working and stuff. Like,
So you're chasing that good feeling, or what
Yeah.
keeps you going again and again? Though?
well, I like that, but I also like the progression. Like I can see myself getting better at it, you know, and stuff. Plus, I'm just a comedy nerd, so I like it. But,
Same. Also adds something to your life.
Yeah.
You know, like you have something going on in your life apart from your fucking daily boring job. It's like,
Yeah, I want a hobby not to look at reels.
so,
yeah, like.
but then you
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, and also it's fun. Like
Why
writing
do you-
something, doing that on the stage, and like if it works, like that's the best
Why do
feeling.
you do it? Tak?
Yeah. What?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I really enjoy comedy. Like it
Yeah.
embodies a lot of things that I think I'm reasonably good at and enjoy doing. And then, like you're saying, you get to see that progression, you know, and you get to. I think I'm finally getting to that stage where I'm communicating and talk about things I want to. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, when you first start stand up,
Yeah.
whatever you can find that's funny, you're like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw this out there.
Mhm.
If the crowd takes it, whatever. But yeah, it's really fun to be able to
Yeah.
perform, and then like you
Yeah.
can create something literally
Yeah.
just in your mind, an idea,
Yeah.
and then you can, you know,
Yeah.
put it out there and people will laugh and react a certain way, and you can trick. When you can get certain
Yeah.
jokes that hit, like every time you're like, bro, I get like
Yeah.
this is like magical.
Especially when you make a joke, like a new one, that hits better than anything you have.
Yeah.
Currently,
Yeah.
that's a great feeling. Like,
Also, like sometimes you can make jokes about the things that are going around at the moment. You know, like what everyone is talking about, like, and then you make a joke about that, and then it works. That's like another thing. Like, wow, that's great.
no, that's hack, bro. Quit stand up.
Whoa,
I'm
sad,
kidding.
man.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But yeah, like I think the fun thing with stand up as well is anything is possible, and that live experience, like when you're able to be in a
Yeah.
room with a bunch of people
Yeah.
and anything can
Yeah.
happen, you can make
Yeah.
you know anything happen really in that room. It's a really interesting experience, like that whole live element.
Yeah.
And you never know who's going to be at the gig.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes, you know, even your friends that are performing, what might happen. Like
Yeah.
you actually
Yeah.
don't like. There's so much possibility. You know,
Yeah,
you
so
walk
much
into you
possibility.
just walk into
you
a
show
room.
up to the gig
Yeah.
and it's not on anymore.
Well, that's a possibility
Yeah,
as well.
that's a
But
strong possibility.
like literally any
Drive
there's
out
so
to
many
South
things that can happen.
Auckland.
Yeah, you
You
drive
pick up
and,
another comic, you both amping each other.
and then you find out that you don't have the access to the microphone because there's a karaoke night going on, and
Really?
they don't want to give you the microphone.
Which gig is this?
We showed up. To,
It's yeah.
no, it was fun. But
The gig is really fun. It's a gig in a
Waypoint.
Waypoint.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But we showed up and two audience members just had the mic and we're doing karaoke with it. Like, it wasn't like.
It was
And we
just
couldn't get the mic back
from
off
them. Yeah, because first of all, no one wants to watch comedy after karaoke. Let's be honest. Like no one wants to watch karaoke.
Nah,
And
I
also,
reckon you could do comedy after.
yeah, like after this. Oh, you guys were singing? Okay, bunch of losers. Like, what are you gonna do after like karaoke? Like
Go
imagine
up.
like karaoke.
You
is
should
the-
go up and sing your jokes, bro.
Yeah.
Once I was a little boy, I didn't know how to masturbate.
And then my uncle came and.
Your uncle came. What? Yo.
Pause,
Pause,
bro.
bro. Pause.
No, we talk about this shit all the time, bro.
This
It's
is why
okay.
he does comedy.
Yeah.
Why do you do comedy? Because I was molested.
Almost. Almost.
I found it like humbling that none of us just went up there and was like, the reason I do comedy is because I'm funny as fuck. Just
Because we are not at that
Yeah,
stage at the
yeah.
moment where I can say confidently like, yeah, I'm funny, you know, like, yeah, I'm funny. Like,
But the thing is, even though you, like you're saying, you don't feel like you're at that stage, you have to believe you're like that to
Yeah.
go up. You know what I mean? You can't be
Well, I
walking up
do,
and
like,
like think, oh, I'm not funny. Or like
Yeah.
some people do that, and like
Yeah.
you can kind of see it when they're going to perform. Like
Yeah.
you have to believe you're funny to an extent for you
Yeah.
to actually want to go.
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. But I also like to stay humble, you know. Started from the bottom and stay at the bottom. Like,
Started from the bottom, stay at the bottom.
like
Started with a bomb, finished with a bomb.
yeah, but I found out this new technology. It's on Instagram. It's I showed it to you last night. It's called AI. So Metaverse has come up with their own
Yeah,
AI.
I saw that.
Bro, so what I've done is like I've started.
It's made my own porn.
Can I say?
Yeah.
So, okay. Can you? I know you have ADHD, but you gotta keep it in your ball sack sometimes. Okay. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. No, what I'm
It's
trying.
a new expression, bro. It's keep it in your pants. You fucking.
Keep it in your balls. Head.
Hey, ADHD. Shut up. Okay.
This is what Grace says to me.
I don't know what kind of ADHD you got that is stimulated from your balls.
No, it's just
That's not ADHD, bro. That's something else.
Your cum just comes out and comes back again.
What are you, Spider-Man?
Yeah, sorry, what were you
No,
saying?
so like I showed it to Takhou. So basically, you open that chat box. I told him some of the jokes that I've been working on,
Yeah.
and bro, it gives you some good content, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like it gives you some good punchlines, and you can work on it, and it
Yeah.
gives you like I'm like. But what my question is to you boys: do you think it's bad if I take help of AI to write a joke?
Bro, there's no rules to joke
There's no
writing, and like you
rules.
might as well
No,
get
but
any
like,
help
do you
you
think
can.
it will like
if
make
it's
me
gonna
too
help.
dependent on it? Like like what I'm saying is like
Well, it depends if you're being an actress. What's it called? Like a fucking like. The rules are what you said for yourself. Like, obviously, don't steal another comic's jokes, but like.
mm,
No,
Well,
I don't
using
think
AI
I don't think you become dependent on it, because the thing is you're still in control. You're still the one who's crafting the jokes, and you're using it to help stimulate your ideas. Like
Yeah.
it's not, you can't become dependent on it, because it can't actually. Also, if you can't
Well,
become
you're
a
not
good
just
comic
going
from
in as
using
like-
AI as well.
If
If
you
you
wanna-
could, everyone
yeah.
would, bro. If you could, everyone right now who's a comic would just go on AI, get all the best jokes they can, and then perform. Because you know how, for me at least, like I find some of the best jokes that I've done are ones that I genuinely connect to. Like I find interesting to talk about, or there's some sort of like passion or like human
Yeah.
element. Like an AI can't be like, understanding who you are as a person and how you're gonna present it. Because
Yeah.
obviously there's the writing part, which there's a lot of great people that are writing, but to actually deliver it well and for it to
Yeah.
hit good, you kind of need to bridge that gap. So you'll never be
yeah,
like, too
it's
dependent.
gonna
But
be.
there's also like famous comics that hire like other comics as writers for them
Yeah.
to help them write. Like
Yeah.
Chris Rock
Yeah.
does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people get like,
Kevin
obviously
Hart
as people
does that,
progress, they have help from different writers and stuff, but they still choose what they say, and obviously they need to make it kind of their own in terms of delivery.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
Yeah.
you could have the same. Do you know what would actually be really interesting? You have the same joke, you give it. It's like a good joke that you give to like 5 comics,
Yeah.
and you watch all of them how they deliver it
Yeah.
and how it hits in a crowd. That would be
Yeah.
really fascinating.
Yeah.
That would be really interesting to see.
I think someone told me so. Anthony Jeselnik, he went up on stage and he did some new bits, and after that, Louis C.K. asked him, "Hey, so the premises that you have, is it okay if I use just the premise topic and just add my own thing to it?" And he's like, "Yeah, just go ahead." And Louis C.K. did way better than Anthony Jeselnik with the same thing. But like he was like, "Dude, we both have the
It's such a flex. Like, watch me make your material way better.
Yeah, well, it is a flex, but like
That's crazy. Bro.
because there was new bits, and he was like, "Hey, is it okay if I would talk about the same topics and
Yeah.
what you just did?" And he's like, "Yeah, just go ahead." And he had his own premise and punchline and
Yeah.
everything, but like it was just the same topic that he was like,
Yeah.
I think listening to it in the back room, and he was like, "Hey, maybe if I can just try that."
Yeah.
And
Talking about writing and stuff like that, how do you guys like to decide what sort of topics you talk about, and what's your process? Like, if you just make it real simple, what's your process of taking an idea to actually it becoming a bit and then performing it? Like for you, Connor,
Yeah.
and then
yeah, Connor, go ahead, man.
A lot of the time, it's weird. It kind of just like I don't really. This is bad, but I don't just sit down and write. A lot of time, like a lot of times, some joke will hit me, or I'll think about it, something, and then I'll write it down. But it kind of comes to me, or I'll say something funny in a conversation
Yeah,
and
yes.
stuff. There's also like if you're going through your material, like let's say you're prepping for a gig and stuff. If you're prepping for a gig, then you might like banter off the jokes you already have, like think of stuff around those jokes, and then you add stuff. So that's how I got like
all these jokes about dyslexia.
Yeah.
Because I started with one joke about dyslexia and then thought of all these other
Yeah.
angles on it and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, same. Man. Like, it's just like you see things around you and something strikes you. First of all, what I do is like I always write it down on my notepad thing on the phone, so that at least I have the idea written down. And then you can just like kind of work on it, maybe write it down on your notepad properly. But also like things going on, like probably like a topic like Taylor Swift dropped a new album. Okay, if there can be a joke about that, like I think about something, if I can think about something and then see.
But yeah, everyone has a different style. so-
Everyone has different like most of the time it's like things that you observe around you and like
Yeah.
shit that you have faced in the past
I
or
know.
whatever.
Well, like my problem with like current event stuff is the material dies so fast. Like,
Well, those jokes are like
Yeah,
mostly
like-
like for like
you got a joke about. Well, no, I have a joke about the Barbie movie, but now it's starting to get to the point where it's like,
yeah, I
is
mean
this relevant anymore? I mean, I think it still will be because Barbie was such a like.
yeah, it's one of the
cultural thing.
most like successful movies and has a lot of controversies and everything. So yeah, you can talk about
How
it.
about yourself?
I'm more similar to you, yeah, like I
Yeah.
get ideas, and it's actually crazy to think some of my best jokes have actually fully been like the idea literally formed in my head of, you know, how I'm going to deliver it kind of
Yeah.
and like roughly what I'll say, and I've done that joke on stage and it's like work, but that's just
Yeah.
obviously a blessing for those certain jokes, but
Yeah.
I think like you're talking about more writing process and stuff,
Mm.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
honestly-
important to develop
Yeah.
and workshop it because obviously,
Yeah.
you know, you can have a joke that hits pretty good,
Yeah.
but there's no way that it can't become better if you
Yeah.
work on it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it's also-
mostly
yeah.
ideas, and then I'll look at it a bit and stuff like that, and then think about it and then deliver it and see how it hits. But I want to get more into the writing side because obviously, like, say we're only doing. I don't know how many open
Sure,
mics are you
yeah,
guys
right.
doing a week? Would you say?
I just sign up for everything. I just
Like, how many would you say you actually get on in a week? at the
bro,
moment?
it's-
1, 2 max.
Yeah, 1 or 2. Like
Yeah.
honestly, if say someone like in our position, we want to get more and more material.
Mm.
Yeah.
The only way really is to write more. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
if
what I
if
think
you're
with
not
my
hitting each
write-
like one open mic that you get,
Yeah.
if you're not hitting each of those with a whole bunch of jokes that you're
Yeah.
already wanting to try, and then like how you want to try them, like it's going to be very hard to obviously progress and build new
Mm.
material.
If
Because
you're
each
only
time, if
doing-
you're only like a very small percentage of your material is new material, then
Yeah.
we're never going to build like a really
Yeah.
big long set or like an
But
hour.
you're
of it.
also bettering that material more.
Yeah, you can do that.
Like, that's the thing, right? You
Well,
also-
it just
Well, when
depends,
you
like-
deliver it again and again, you're saying.
Like, you do it, and then you maybe change it up a bit and stuff. Like, a lot of my jokes I've done for a while, but like... I've
Do
'Cause
you
there's-
intentionally try to change it, or are you like spontaneously in the
intentionally,
moment
I'll try and change
something's
it.
gonna
If,
happen?
if I watch a recording and something's not
What
working
I
as
do
well.
is like I'll
But it's
practice.
also like, if you write too many jokes and you can't do them, or like, because we...
Yeah.
Do you actually watch your recordings back though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watch it back. I usually watch it after the gig to see how it is, but then I
What
struggle.
me
Apparently that's a
is-
good way to get into writing, is just to put on a video of yourself doing stand-up. And then they'll
what?
get you thinking. Like, you
Oh, yeah,
start
that's
watching
what-
it and
when me-
analysing it.
But that's actually true because anytime, yeah, I need to do it more often. But anytime I've looked back at my sets, yeah, you start to
Yeah.
look at it and then you're like, oh, I could actually maybe say this,
Yeah.
or this sounds a little bit
Yeah,
off.
because
Like,
you
you're
do
watching
your thing again,
It's a
and
good
you're
way to
like.
get back into it.
Well, with me, like if I have a gig, I practice the entire set one time before like going on stage, and just sometimes you just strike an idea. Oh, this is what is missing from this bit.
Yeah.
I can add this, and it makes it way better.
The
when
amount
you
of
say-
jokes I've written when I'm just about to go on stage, eh? Like,
Yeah.
When you say practice it one time, are you?
I-
How do you practice it? Like, do you say it out loud? Are you just?
No. Like this is me at when I'm at my home or wherever. Like before, like an hour ago or something before the gig. I'm like one time before I'm getting on stage, I just practice my set once. So that if, first of all, it keeps me going, keeps me in the zone, gets me in the zone.
But you're saying it out loud, or how you practice it?
Just like I have like probably like a marker or something, and I'm like actually pretending that I'm actually performing, and that's how I'm gonna like
he's
deliver. it.
cosplaying as a comic.
Well, to be honest, yeah,
Yeah,
cosplaying as a
Cosplaying.
comic. Well, to be honest,
He's
like
doing that guy reviewing comedy specials.
yeah, like
it's actually moved his
uh,
YouTube channel.
Yeah, hi, my name is Mudit. Just jokes sucks, by the way, guys. If you don't know this guy doesn't know comedy. No, what I'm saying is
It's
like,
really funny to pretend to be awkward, like when there's no audience and you still like say, "Hey guys, my name's Connor."
well, in your case, it's like
I fucked up. Wait, that's not the joke.
it's
Wait, okay, so we talked about writing and stuff like that. How do you guys usually feel before you get up? Do you have any routines of getting yourself in the zone or whatever, or like how do you like to
I'll do what
get
Mudit
to the point
does,
where you're ready to go? You
but
know
at
what I
the
mean?
gig,
What?
like I'll run through my material like on the way to the gig or at the gig. I'll kind of like.
Oh, you're saying
like-
before the like I'm
No, no, no,
about
so-
to be
so,
called
okay.
out, like
No, no, no,
this,
no.
I'm next or something.
No. So you arrive at the gig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, some people like to chill. Some people might listen to music or something. Like, say if this is like a more high stakes gig or like something they feel like is gonna help their
Yeah.
comedy journey, or could be like a competition, could be raw or something. Like, what's your way of getting in your zone? Do you just show up? Yeah. What do you do? Like, how do you from arriving to like before you get on stage?
You go
I
first.
play the pokies.
Bro, not every gig.
Not
Bro, you can't go to
every
the classic and there's no pokies there, bro.
Mate, they haven't showed you where they are.
Now, like,
Bro, Scott does not
bro,
have any
there's a,
pokies that I will
bro, there's a
work.
secret room in the classic. We haven't. Only
Yo,
corner-
what this guy's saying is that Scott secretly is running illegal gambling
No, I just said nothing.
in
I
the
said
classic. Is what this guy is
Yeah,
It's on my phone, mate.
Bro,
It's on
you
my
know
phone.
gambling is good for your mental health, right? You know that, right?
Bro, hell no, it's not good for your
It's
mental
good
health.
for your mental health.
Bro, okay, if you have $10,000 and you lose
Yeah, I know.
8,000,
Yeah, I know.
mentally, are you gonna be better if you didn't gamble? Or
No, it just gives you that rush, like, hey, I gotta perform better next time. Next time, okay, I've lost all my savings. Now what can I do? I'll sell my house. Cool. Next
I know.
time.
We just did that at before one gig one time, but no.
No, it's a
I don't
joke.
know what
yeah.
I
I read
I
my
watched the
notes.
show.
I read my notes before, like, just gets me in the zone, and like maybe like, oh, these are the jokes I'm doing. Cool, that gets me in the zone, cause yeah, that's what I do. Or like I stretch a bit, little bit, like before I'm getting called out. I'm like, oh, get ready for this next act.
Somehow I end up taking like 2 shits before I go on.
2 shits is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That's
like
before you
at
go-
the gig,
bro,
like,
you're a
before I
nervous
go
shitter,
on.
bro. You
It's
are a
like,
nervous shitter.
I'm cleaning out the system, mate.
So
So that you don't shit on stage or shit on. Hey guys,
Oh no, well it's only 2 if I'm on the second half. First half, it's a
do you guys think you need to feel a certain way for you to have a very good performance? Or
yeah.
not necessarily.
Sorry guys, our studio just we didn't pay
It's
our
fine,
bills.
It's fine.
all good, all good.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you think you need to feel a certain way for you to perform well?
Not necessarily, because sometimes I felt stunk but then did well. Like tired and
I-
stuff and then did
You
well.
felt stunk.
Yeah, bro.
I can't drink before my performance, no
I
matter
don't know,
what.
it's really hard.
Okay, outside of drinking, how would you ideally want to feel before you perform? Do you think there's a certain way you need to feel for you to be at your peak?
Don't
or
talk
what?
to me for a while. Like maybe like the last minute before 1 minute when I'm getting about to get called out. Don't talk to me.
I think it's so unpredictable whether you're gonna do well or not.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think it's
like-
I think because you got the audience in mind, because the audience plays a big part on how you're gonna do.
Yeah.
All
But
these
I
other factors
also-
where
But
you run
you-
the gig, did the guy that go before you suck, or was he really good? Or and stuff like it's
There are a lot of
Really?
things.
You thinking about those things?
not necessarily thinking about that, but like let's
There are
say
a lot
you're
of
at a
things.
gig and then you've had like 2 people bomb just before you.
Yeah.
You can see the audience like,
Mm.
all right, this is getting painful now. Like,
But I feel like the thing is, like
true.
you can think about those things, but like personally for me, I don't like weigh any of those things because you know how
Yeah.
some people are like, oh, bro, I'm in this part of the lineup. You know, the audience is like this and this, bro. You can control none of those things.
Yeah.
So if you let those things affect how you feel before you go up and perform, you're definitely not going to do as well as you could
It's
because you're
not-
already
yeah.
diminishing like how well you think you're going to do based on things you can't even control.
yeah, but I'm not saying.
Well,
that it's
they
bad.
can kind of impact you, like.
No, but like, let's say you watch someone bomb before you, then I'm going to come out straight away with some things that are short punch.
Or like
try and
maybe
get them on
more
side.
energy, like you.
Whereas, like, if they're too high, then you kind of got to do maybe start something a bit slower to bring them back down a bit, and then you can build them up.
Like
You know?
depend, like if you're a really high energetic guy, and suppose like you
Yeah.
on stage, you are like your bits are about like yelling out loud in some of these punchlines, whatever. And if the crowd is like, huh? Obviously you gotta like balance that shit out. Like you don't want to be too loud for that crowd, otherwise they're gonna get way more awkward for you. Like
Yeah.
that gets way more awkward. Like regardless, like yeah, you cannot care about it, but like you gotta slightly acknowledge it.
Well,
I'm
a
pretty sure.
big part of it, I think, is reading the room. Like,
Reading the room, yeah. Like
Yeah.
what kind of crowd is it? Like if it's like supposedly the demographic of the crowd is like about 40, and then you talk about fucking TikTok. Obviously, that joke is not gonna probably like land very well. Like that's something you
well,
can.
you'd probably set it up different. Like, do you guys know what TikTok is?
Yeah, cool. Cool. So you know the.
It's not the thing on your watch, guys.
Wow. Hey,
That's nice. That's nice.
do you know what's funny? Talking about ice baths at the start and how I
Yeah.
was saying, you know,
Yeah.
you can just be exactly how your energy is now,
Yeah.
and then just walk in. Like something that I've thought about, because I've been that person where I try to get in the zone in
Yeah.
a specific way for like a competition gig or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'll be listening to music or do something like that, or like
Yeah.
this is kind of random, but sometimes I like shadow box before I go
Yeah.
on. Just it's shifting my focus to
Yeah.
something that's completely outside of comedy
Yeah.
or my jokes or anything. So then I'm just like kind of relaxed, and you feel a little prison because you're moving around. But bro, what I've realized is you obviously what you can't control is how you're gonna feel exactly before a gig.
Yeah.
That is always gonna vary, right?
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
you acknowledge that no matter how you feel, you'll be able to perform at your best, and you believe that it's possible, and you just go up with that energy, you have the best chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've realized I don't need to be a certain zone or certain height for me to
Yeah.
deliver my jokes how I want and for me to perform how I would like to. I just need to be prepared to go into that regardless of how I'm feeling. So I just need to accept that I can perform well regardless of whatever's
Yeah.
going on or how I feel, and then
Well, yeah, I
go
mean,
for it.
yeah, I don't think you should like be like, I can only perform if I'm feeling this way. Like, because end of the day, you're there to do the job. You do the job.
Can I
you
be
know,
honest
like-
about one thing before we move on? These
Yeah.
topics, I'm really glad we're talking too much about stand-up, but Takhou, you have been the most influencing guest we ever had, bro. I'm not making this up. Like, literally, you have motivated us so much. I'm not making this up. Usually we talk about dumb, retarded shit, but like today, we have talked so much good shit, bro. I'm not making this up. So thank you so much, bro. Yeah. Guys, follow him. Follow Takhou on social media if you want to get more motivation. But yeah,
Well,
seriously.
what's my Instagram though, bro? You said follow me.
We're gonna put it in the description, and it's plug.
Yeah, like,
Plug, my Instagram is Takhou. That's TAKSLAW. Check it out if you guys want to show some love, or don't check it out, bro. Definitely
Yeah.
don't do it.
Now, but like I've seen your videos, you post stuff about like you know what you gotta keep on going, and I'm like, I think you're pretty natural at that, like just influencing people. I've seen your stuff on Instagram. You post about like you gotta keep on going and stuff like that. So that's good, man.
Yeah. Honestly, I just post what I feel like is relevant to me or how I'm genuinely
Yeah.
feeling. Like I'm
Yeah.
not trying to influence or whatever. If it influences people and it helps people of how I'm living and what I'm doing, then that's dope. You know what I mean? If they
Yeah.
can take something good away from that, that's really good. Like
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to be, you know, putting anything negative out there that or
Oh,
like
yeah,
discourages
sure.
people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but like you're really natural at that. I've seen your videos. Like you can just hold them phone and be like, "Oh, get up, motherfuckers! It's time to rise and shine!" Like
No, I've never said those exact words, but hey, I've said something like that probably.
yeah, but
He's like, get hard, guys, get hard.
yeah.
Wait, talking about that, what would you say? This is a deeper question. What would you say? I'll start with you first, Connor. What would you say motivates you to keep going in life in general? What
Life in
actually
general?
motivates you? Like seriously, not taking the piss.
Ooh.
What motivates you to keep going? What makes you want to keep doing comedy? You know, keep progressing in your job,
Yeah.
keep progressing in life, like or just to live.
I don't know, to have fun, I think. Like, I don't know.
For
like,
me, I just want to do something extra beyond like regular shit. That's
Yeah.
what keeps me going. Like
I like
that's why like we started the pod. Like that was one of the reasons. Like hey, let's start a pod because it didn't happen overnight for us. We have been talking about this since 2021 because he was a radio student and look at where he gets like after doing radio degree.
Wait, going back to what you said. So your motivation, you would say, to live is to have fun.
well, yeah, you know, you get better at stuff, you have more fun doing it.
How would you define what is fun for you though? That
Yeah,
gives
true.
it more meaning. Like what's fun for you?
I don't know, just having moments like happy. Like,
I would say meeting people, man. Like and like having going to events or like doing something. I don't want to like do a regular shit. Like I'll kill myself probably. Like I'm not making this up. And I got too dark. Anyway, not just joking.
No, I
you
think
don't
that-
want to go to regular events. What do you mean by
No,
that?
I don't want to do regular shit. Like just go to work, come back home. That's it. Like what else? Like I want to do other
No,
stuff
it's
apart
whatever
from
you
like.
find fulfilling. But you gotta make
I
sure-
know what you mean. I think a lot of people feel like that, but they're scared to say it. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
normal if you just literally you wake up, you go to the bathroom, you eat some food, and then you go to work, you have lunch, and you go back home. If you do that every day and you just like clocking
Yeah.
in, clocking out, bro, that is actually such
Like
a
NPC
Bro,
life.
that's why people, NPC, bro, that's why people are drinking constantly. They're looking for outlets and stuff because they realize they don't want that to be their life, and that's not just.
No,
Well,
but
Some
that's
people
not-
are happy with that.
Bro,
That's all
so-
the truth.
Bro, you okay? Be
I
honest.
don't think we should shit too much
I'm not
on
shitting,
that
I'm not
kind.
shitting
Well,
on
no,
it.
so I'm not saying you're shitting, but like, Takhou, pull up your pants. We're not shitting right now.
Yo, my pants are fully on, boys. That's crazy.
No, it's
Yo,
terrible.
Connor, don't show me a dick right
No,
now.
but what I was saying is like, you say that, but like with like office jobs, like a 9 to 5 is actually pretty nice. A lot of the
Well,
time.
some
No,
people love that. Some people are okay,
Yeah.
way
I
more
get what
happier.
you're saying, like, don't get in a rut. But it's like, yeah, you got to find what you're passionate
No,
about,
okay.
what you like.
Let's clarify that.
Yeah.
Having a 9 to 5 job and the kind of jobs
Yeah.
that we can find is a
Yeah.
huge blessing. But
Yeah.
when you go to an undeveloped country like some of the places I've
Yeah.
been, and you look at what these people's
yeah,
lives are
yeah.
like and what we have here, even
Yeah.
to be able to live here, like, bro, people
Yeah.
forget, bro. Some homies got to grind for a visa to even get
Yeah.
here. Like, let alone try to bring their family, even like be able to pay rent and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that's not a blessing and something special
Yeah.
that we have. But if you live in the environment we live in,
Yeah.
and you just go to work, you know, you do something, you don't really have much hobbies and you're not doing much, and then you go, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey guys, unfortunately the building is closed.
Okay, sweet.
Just
Oh.
because it's a public holiday. so-
Oh, sweet. We'll just wrap it up.
We'll
Thanks.
get- you know, just, how long do you reckon it'll be?
like 10
Oh, we
minutes,
can just
we'll wrap
close
it
it
up
up.
10 minutes or 5 minutes?
I'll give you 5 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
5,
sweet.
10
We'll
minutes.
just
Thank you,
wrap
bro.
it up.
Appreciate
Thank
it,
you so
brother.
much, man. Wow, that was great.
Should we do a little sign off?
Yeah.
We got 5 minutes, bro. We got 5 minutes.
How long we did?
Yo, security even cracking in.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the 4th guest, bro. It's the security dude.
Nah, this was
So we just had security pop in real quick. So we're gonna have to cut this episode a little short, guys. Unfortunately.
but
Thanks for listening.
thanks for
for coming
listening.
on, Takhou.
yeah, this was
But
really
we're gonna do a
influencing.
full proper
we're
episode
gonna
next
do
time
another
without
episode,
security, bro.
Yeah, we'll do another one.
We-
Yeah, thank you very much for listening, guys. Whoever's listening, appreciate you listening, and I hope you took something away from it, and that you can find some motivation from having fun, like kind of say now, or you can try to find something in your life that you want to do beyond, you know, your day to day. Because I think it would be fun to keep going on further in that, because there's so many layers. But yeah, there is more to life than just working a regular job.
Sure.
Or I believe that at least.
And we are talking about shit like this on Intrusive Talks. So, nah, but yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Thanks,
Keep
guys.
listening to it. Thank
See
you.
ya.
See ya. Oh, this was a really interesting one we had.
Was
So
it?
sorry
Was
about
it
that,
interesting?
Nada.
You reckon it was interesting?
No, it was fun.
It was fun. It was just like